I've gotten from you guys on the last couple of surveys that I've done. One of the things that I'd ask you guys is what else do you want to see with My Big Campus? We've gone over how to create and grade schoolwork on My Big Campus. And now what I'm going to do is kind of go through and ask about bundles, and I'm going to show you how to create a bundle. If you don't know, what a bundle does is it allows you to take every resource that you might have for a unit, a module, a project, or an individual lesson, and gives you a platform or an area to store those resources and then unroll them or unveil them to the students as you develop the concept or module or unit or whatever it is that you're doing this for. So I've used this twice over the last year or so. I did it for my SLO at the end of last year, and I did it for my introductory unit in computer technology this year with the 7th graders, and I find it very beneficial. It is a lot of work up front because you've got to plan and you've got to have the foundation for what it is that you're doing. Although, as you'll see as I unroll this and show it to you, you certainly don't have to have everything set in stone ready to go. You can add, you can take things away depending upon how the course is going, how the class is taking you. You can add resources in, you can remove resources as you go through. So it's really just a time saver as far as getting your day-to-day things going. I found that it saved me a lot of time just to be able to have everything in one place, unveil it to the students, unroll it as we went through the unit. So in order to create a bundle, what we're going to do is when you get into My Big Campus, you'll want to click on your Drive button, okay? And in My Big Campus, you have a lot of different files, file folders in here, which you can store different things. You can see one of those is bundles. Your bundles are stored on your Drive. But we're actually going to click on the button up here that says New, and we're going to go to New Bundle. And this is much like creating schoolwork. It's a step-by-step templated version of just going through and adding in information. So the first thing that you have to do is title the bundle, okay? And since we're doing stuff for technology, I'm just going to make a mock technology bundle, okay? That's the only thing on the information tab that is required. The objective might be your big picture, what you ultimately want to accomplish with the bundle or unit or whatever it is that you're doing. The summary could be a quick 1, 2, 3 bulleted list of here's what we're going to accomplish or do on a micro level, whereas the objective might be more big picture. And then the type of bundle, again, this can get down to a micro level of you can do this for an individual lesson or set of lesson plans. You can do it for a whole unit, chapter, whatever. You can do it for a project if you're doing project-based learning or something along those lines. Or there's just other. This is not required, but that gives you an idea of what you can do bundles for, okay? So once you've got at least your title in, you click on the Save Bundle button. If you don't click on that Save Bundle button, it won't give you access to any of the other tabs, okay? But once you've done that, now you have access to your tabs, and you're just going to go through the process here of filling these in, and there's really not that much to do to it. When you click on the Content button tab, what you're going to get is 2 options. Number 1 is upload files, and what that means is that is where you can go into your H drive or flash drive or whatever you have your resources stored on, whether they're Word documents, PowerPoints that you have, articles that you've copied and pasted in to Word, whatever. They're typically file-based things. If you have anything in that regard that you want in your bundle, you're going to click on Upload Files. And so I have a couple of documents here related to technology development that I've created that I'm just going to use for example's sake. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and throw these in here. I'm only going to do about 3 of these so you guys can see here how this works. So what you're seeing here is as I'm clicking on those files, it's putting them into kind of like a timeline here. Now, notice that these do not have to stay in the order that I uploaded them in. I can move these around. Okay, if I want this document to be last, all I have to do is I get a 4-sided arrow and I can click and drag things around. Okay, the insert text box, what that allows you to do is as you put these things together, if you have like a quick set of directions or whatever that you want to put in, when you click on insert text, it brings up this kind of Microsoft Word type processor in which you can type a set of directions. You could even type literally a quick assignment in formal or some type of an assessment piece that you want, where you just might type in like 3 or 4 questions Maybe it's an exit slip type activity or an entrance slip activity to the classroom where there's one question that you want them to refer to. You can type that in. So I could say, how do you create So maybe my lesson for the day was going through how to do that, and I would ask this question, and then the students would be able to, see that in the bundle, and they would have to either type a response to you in Word or write the answer out and then submit that to you before they leave for the day. So once you have all your information done, you click on Done Editing Text, and then it inserts it right there. Okay. So once I've got all my file type stuff done, I'm going to click on Save Bundle. Okay, and now it says that the bundle was successfully updated. Again, clicking on the Standards tab here, just like in schoolwork, if you're one where standards are, very important to you, or like in science, math, social studies, language arts, whatever, those guys can use that a lot. You can insert those in here just like you have before. Cover art, basically it's kind of like a CD case cover, like an album art cover. You can find a cartoon or an image or whatever that represents what content is in your bundle. If the students see it, they can think it's kind of cool or whatever. You'll see an example of what that looks like when I pull mine up. Collaborators here, if you're doing any kind of co-teaching, you might want to have another teacher have the ability to be able to add to the bundle. I know that Dave and Elise have done some stuff together before. Beth and I did, or do an Egyptian unit thing together, so we may want to be able to add to each other in the bundle. So if you want to add a collaborator in, you can certainly do that from there, okay? And then once you're done, you can click on View Bundle, and this is a preview of what it will look like. So the cover art, if I added a picture in, would be right here, and then you can see, here's my text that I added in. So again, it could be a preview thing, or it could be an exit slip or whatever. It could be directions for, okay, below you have 3 documents, read through them and whatever, okay? And then here are my documents down here. Now, you can also add in quick links for URLs if you want the students to be able to go to, like I know Todd before has asked me about creating links to the textbook sites for science. If you want that in here as well, you can add those in. I'll show you how to do that here in just a little bit. Videos from YouTube, websites that you want the students to review, all that stuff. If you've got a Prezi that you want them to see instead of a PowerPoint, you can put that in here as well. So all that stuff can be added into the bundle, and I will show you that here right now. Actually, I'll show you how to put a video in. Now, if you want to take a video from My Big Campus or from YouTube and put it into a bundle, you have to first put it into your My Big Campus. So I'm going to go to Drive, and I'm going to go to the library. Okay, so I think I've shown you guys before how to take something and put it into your library. If not, or you're confused on how to do that, let me know, and I can show you that one-on-one. But any item that you have created and added into anything on My Big Campus goes into your library, okay? So I've got some, you can see here things that are URLs. These are links to Prezis that I've created. There's videos in here that I've used before. Here's one on the anatomy of a computer virus that I used. So when I click on that, it brings it up, okay? Now this is how you get it into the bundle. Up here, it's very simple. You click on Add to Bundle, and you just have to select the bundle that you want it to go into. So remember, mine is called Technology. So I'm going to click on that, and boom, this item has been added to the bundle. I click OK. I go back to the Drive, go back to Bundles, and pull up my Technology bundle, and there's my video right here, okay? Now again, you might look at that and say, well, I don't want that there, I want it at the end, okay? Well, then all I have to do is click on the Edit button right here and go back to Content. And again, just like with the Word documents where I was able to move those around, and you can do this with the text box as well, okay? I can move these around. Now, one of the things that you'll have to do, as you can see, as I try to grab that and move down, it doesn't want to move down. So you'll have to scroll down a little bit to where you see the next item below here. Now I can click and drag and move down, and it bumps that up and bumps that down. So wherever you want to position that, and you just have to keep doing that until it is where you want it. Another note that I wanted to make at this point too is that some people may not want the class to see everything in the bundle at one time. It could overwhelm them, or you may not want students working ahead too much. All you have to do is click on the button that says hide from student view, and it will hide all those other resources away from the students, and they will only be able to see what you've left unchecked. Okay, so now that I've edited this, obviously I want to save it, and then I'm going to go back to view bundle, and then now you can see here that I've moved my video down. It's integrated into the bundle. Obviously, the nice thing about it is the YouTube video, but it's not a link to YouTube, you know, because the students wouldn't be able to see that here at school. So, but they will be able to watch that video on My Big Campus. So obviously, this works really well with the flipping classroom model because you can load those resources on here, and then they're there permanently, you know, hosted so that the student can take however long you say, like, okay, within the next 3 to 4 days, I want you to watch the anatomy of a computer virus video. And then on, you know, when you come into class, you know, we'll work on the following Word document relating to that video. So that's pretty much it, guys, as far as creating the bundle goes. Once you have done this, you can add it in to your class. So you would click on your groups, and I'll show you the one that I have created here. I put mine in as a resource. So I would come here and click on this. And here's the bundle that I created for the beginning of the year. And again, I added some of this stuff after, you know, midway through the bundle, like this history of the internet video I found. I thought it was really great. I had already created an assignment on the history of the internet. I just fine-tuned it to match up more with the video, but the kids watched the video on their own. They answered the questions. We discussed it. So this is, you know, you can see there are PowerPoints in here that they had to watch. There's other videos in here as well. So all of those resources were hosted here, and then I just literally unrolled them as we went through the unit. I wasn't scrambling to photocopy things or get stuff loaded up on every day that we walked in. It was already there. I just unveiled it, and we rolled through it really well. So hopefully you found that to be useful. I think it's a great opportunity for, again, like flipping the classroom, collaborating with others, but more than anything, after you get it down and you've done it a couple times, I think you'll really find that it is a great time saver for you. So if you have any questions about bundles or what they can do for you, just let me know. Thanks.